there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oof.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is...
Tune in now.
Alright, I'm alive. Alright, cool, bet. Because I'm trying to figure out... This whole time, I was trying to figure out if it was actually working or not, and it is working. I don't know if y'all can hear me, though. Let me see. It was actually working or not, and oh, it is working. Alright, cool, bet. Put this in the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna start this rebuild. What's up? What's up, man?
Season finale episode of NBA 2K TV. We have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with
Get
some
this,
amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's
This my
what's
league
up.
started though. Get this my league started. Actually, all right. Go. Actually, I think the Cavs are gonna win. At the beginning, I thought the Warriors were gonna win. I thought they were gonna win in 5, but no. Now I see it. I think that the Cavs are gonna win. What's up, man? What's up? What's going on? I think the Cavs are gonna win mainly because basically because of momentum. At this point, Iguodala isn't 100%. Even if Iguodala plays, I highly doubt he's 100%. And then on top of that, you got the Cavs, man. And on top of that, Bogut is still out, and I think Bogut is a major factor in their defense, bigger than what a lot of people may believe. So because of all of that, I actually do believe that the Cavs are going to win. I think they are going to start small. I think the Warriors have no really other choice to start small. Before I keep going though, if it's delayed, it's going to be delayed. I think it's delayed by like 9 or 10 seconds. So I see your comments. I'm just getting it kind of late. But I think they're going to go small because they went small last game. For whatever reason, Coach Kerr doesn't trust his teammates. I'm starting to realize that he doesn't trust Festus Ezeli, and he doesn't trust Mo Spates, which is why he's given Varejao so many minutes. Which is I don't know. I guess that's what you do because he's a veteran and he's more trustworthy. But it's obvious that he doesn't trust them 100%. So I highly doubt that he's gonna start one of those two. But if he does, it's going to be Ezeli. But I think he's just going to go small, especially if Iguodala is ready to go. Then he's going to go small. My favorite team is actually the Lakers. I know a lot of people are not going to like that, but my favorite team is the Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan all day. Even after Kobe leaves, I'm still going to be a Lakers fan. Let me see if I can move Derrick Rose though on this team. Move Derrick Rose, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they play. To be honest with you, because I think defensively, putting Iguodala out there, really not even just defensively. I think their bench is going to take a massive step down if Iguodala's out there, because if Sean Livingston doesn't show up, then it doesn't matter. That's what's up. The Laker fan all day, every day. I'm not taking Ricky Rubio's contracts. Portland. Ooh, no, I don't. A Portland first-round pick for a young Mason Plumlee makes sense. I don't know why Portland would do this trade in real life, but we might have to go for that Portland trade. trying to get some trade picks. Not trade picks, some draft picks out of this trade. I might have to go with that. Yeah, let's go with this right here. I'll take Mason Plumlee. Get a young guy, Mason Plumlee. But yeah, Lakers all day, man. I love the Lakers, man. I love LA Lakers, Kobe Bryant, everything that's going on. I'm an awesome YouTuber because I like the Lakers. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. I dig it. But going back to the finals, though, who do you think will be the steal in this year's draft? Actually, I don't know. It all determines on what Boston. If Boston trades their pick, then Buddy Hield or Chris Dunn might actually move up a tad bit higher. But if Boston keeps their pick, because I think Chris Dunn or Buddy Hield should actually be a top 3 pick. But I think they might fall a little bit. They might slide a little bit lower. But I really like Chris Dunn. I don't know why, but I like Chris Dunn. I like his intensity, and he's really intelligent on the basketball court. And Buddy Hield, he showed a lot of flashes of greatness in his short stint in college. I heard the D Rose to the New York Knicks. I think the Knicks are just really man. I think they're really. I think they're desperate, because if you want Derrick Rose at this point in his career, then you really desperate. Let me see. Let me trade Joakim Noah too. Yeah, but the Knicks, they do need a point guard. Let's get that clear. They need a point guard, but I don't think that I really and truly don't believe that Derrick Rose is their guy. But if you're at a point where you don't really have much else but Derrick Rose, then I guess that's your best option. What do you think the Lakers will do in the offseason? This is what I hope they do in the offseason. I hope they sign back Jordan Clarkson, which I think they're going to do that anyway. Unless somebody just throws some outrageous number his way, I don't think that they're going to bite on that number. So they're going to sign back Jordan Clarkson. I hope they do that. Also, I think they should draft Brandon Ingram. I want them to draft Brandon Ingram. Really and truly, it doesn't really matter. Whoever doesn't get picked first, that's who they're probably going to pick. So yeah, get Ingram. Also, put some veterans around a lot of those young guys. Continue to allow those young guys to develop, but I don't really see them signing any big major free agent this offseason. I think it would. I don't even think it would make sense for them to sign a big free agent. I like that draft pick right there though from the Pistons. I don't think that I don't think they need to draft a get a big free agent. I think they have a nice young nuclear. And with those young players already on the team, I just think they need to grow around those young pieces. And if they're able to do that, then they should be fine actually. So do you think the Lakers will trade their pick? No, the Lakers are not going to trade their pick. If they had the number 3 pick, they would trade the pick. But Brandon Ingram and Ben Simmons, they're too good of a player. I think Chris Dunn will be nice on the Timberwolves because they can probably get rid of Rubio in 2 years if they develop Dunn. I think they should have got rid of Rubio like last year, and I think the longer they hold on to him, the lower his value will be. So I agree. They should have got rid of Rubio a long time ago. I don't know why I guess they're holding on to him because nobody else really wants him. But I feel like they should have got rid of Rubio a very, very, very long time ago. I don't know why they're still holding on to him. I think he's one of the more overrated players in the league, actually, Ricky Rubio. Defensively, he's at times a liability, and he obviously can't shoot the ball, and he's injury prone, so he doesn't even stay on the court that often. Do you think Dragon Bender will be a bust? I don't know. Overseas players, that's very it's hit or miss with them. The same thing with Dario Saric. Is that his name? Dario Saric? Or with the dude that's going for the Sixers, the forward that's going for the Sixers. It's going to be very, very hard to push the idea that he should be that he's going to be a starter so early into his pro career, but he's going to have to play starter minutes or at least somewhere close to that, because I think that the Sixers are going to get rid of Nerlens Noel, and they're going to put Dario at the power forward position and Ben Simmons or Brandon Ingram at 3, and just run a really tall, lengthy lineup like that where they can still space the floor a little bit because Dario is at the power forward position. But it's still up in the air because they played overseas. And the same thing with Dragonbender. He looked really good on paper, and he still looks really good even when he's practicing. But the step and the gap between international play and professional in the NBA, I think it's a bigger gap than what a lot of people realize. The speed that the NBA players play at is completely different than what they're playing at overseas, and the intensity and just defensively, the way that the schemes are set up are just completely different. So I think he's going to have a rude awakening. I think the last best international player we've seen was Dirk. I think it's Dirk. Oh, what's up, man? From England. What's up, man? But I think that the last good international player I want to say is probably Dirk, Powell, Marcus Gasol. But a lot of the recent ones, and maybe it's because they're too early in their career to take judgment on them. But I don't know about Dante Exum. I don't know about Dario Saric. Nicolo, what's the man that he actually on the Bulls? Nikola Mirotic. I don't know about him now. This kind of questionable. Do you think Curry will choke or come up big? I'm gonna be honest with you all. Curry actually isn't playing that good at all. Curry isn't playing that good. If you go look at his numbers and you look at how he's playing, I think he had one really, really solid game. But outside of that, he's actually not playing that good. So I'm starting to question Curry myself. I don't want Taj Gibson starting. I'm starting to question Curry myself. I think he's going to play good. They're home. He should play good. But it's a huge possibility that he's going to come up small, especially running this deep into the playoffs at this moment. It's really, really bad. Hold on, let me turn off my Skype real quick. All right. Giannis. I love Giannis. Yeah, you're right. Giannis is he's an overseas player that actually has a lot of promise to him. So yeah, you're right. Giannis is pretty good. And I actually do like Giannis. So I don't know how I completely skipped over Giannis. But Giannis I think he's actually like an outlier. There's nobody's gonna be like 6'11" running a break like that. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Do you think Simmons? I think Simmons is a first. As a Laker fan, I think he is, because I don't want Simmons on the Lakers. I don't really think that the Lakers best suit Simmons. So I hope Simmons go first. Actually, I don't want Simmons on the Lakers. He's a ball handler. We have way too many ball handlers and distributors are on the team already. Ryan Anderson is one of the better. I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's a fact. But for sure, Ryan Anderson is one of the better stretch fours in this league. And I'm confused to why I guess the Cavs wanted Channing Frye. But if I was the Cavs, I for sure would have went for Ryan Anderson and see if the Pelicans were really willing to get off of Ryan Anderson. So, it is what it is. I gotta get back in my jerseys. Automatic. I gotta get back in my jerseys and my card collection. I don't have a camera right now, but if I had one, I would show you like the amount of like jerseys that I have and the cards I have. But all of my jerseys and cards, they're really old. They're not really old. They're just older players like Kobe and Iverson, Rip Hamilton, D Wade, and I have cards. I got like a Kevin Durant rookie card, and I think that's the last year of cards I start collecting. But I gotta get back into my I need to change that lineup. I need to get back into my collective feel that I had. But that's what's up though. Signed rookie jerseys from Giannis. That's what's up, yo. Ryan Anderson will have demanded more minutes, maybe, and Kevin Love, that could have been a problem. It could have been a problem, but here's what I think about Kevin Love on that team. I think Kevin Love, even if they win or lose, if Kevin Love doesn't perform up until the halfway point of next year, I think he's going to be on the block. I don't see him on that team anymore. It doesn't make any sense for him to be paid that much money, and all he does is stand in the corner and shoot threes. That's all he does. You can literally get any. Wait, did we 10-5? That's a pretty record. you can literally do that with anybody else. There's no need for him to be paid that. So I think, especially looking at how the playoffs are playing, there's some times where Kevin Love isn't even on the court and they have Channing Frye out there. So I don't even think Kevin Love is going to be on the team. So I think they're moving past Kevin Love and moving in a different direction anyway. So I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Speaking about the Pelicans, how do you think they will do? The Pelicans, the issue with the Pelicans is really management. They have really, really, really bad management. The people who manage that team the decisions that they make are crazy. Because when they sign all those players, as a matter of fact, we can look at the roster right now. Let's go to the Pelicans roster. See, when they signed, because they signed Tyreke Evans, Aaron Gordon, and Jrue Holiday all in the same year. And when they traded Nerlens Noel, what's good, Krispy Kreme? What's up, man? What's up? When they signed Nerlens Noel or traded Nerlens Noel for Jrue Holiday, I actually thought that was a really good idea. And then they picked up, I want to say they picked up Tyreke next. And once they picked up Tyreke, it was too much because it was too many ball handlers on the court. And on top of that, it was injury-prone players. Eric Gordon has been injury-prone for a good portion of his career, as you clearly see right here. He's never even played. He hasn't played 70+ games since his rookie year. I forgot how many games he played this year, but he's injury-prone. Tyreke Evans, he's not injury-prone, but he hasn't lived up to his hype. I think it's really just he was on the Kings, and I think the Kings misused him. But it's really bad management. And on top of that, they signed Omer Asik for that massive contract that they gave him, which was completely unnecessary. On top of that, they're giving Omer Asik, they're paying him all the way until 2019. And then when they signed him, the league started to change a little bit. You have stretch fours out there. Omer Asik doesn't even belong on the court half of the time anymore. And Omer Asik has proven time and time again, especially when he was with Houston, that if he's not getting starting minutes, or if he's not being a part of the offense, he's not really going to give it his all. And players like that you don't need on the team. And on top of that, to top that all off, Anthony Davis is also injury prone. He's not playing that. He didn't play that many minutes this season neither. So the Pelicans are really looking really shaky. Yeah, they will. They'll have plenty of cap when Eric Gordon is when he's going to be gone. It's not really a cap situation. It's just the team themselves. They make poor decisions. So when they had cap space, they signed Eric Gordon, Tyreke Evans, and Jrue Holiday. That's who they signed when they had the money. And so I don't know who they're going to sign now that they have more money. But if you look at the free agency that's coming up, I can't look at it yet. But if you look at the free agents that's actually coming up, a lot of the free agents, I highly doubt they're going to go to go play with them. Certain players, I think Jeff Green would have been solid. They have it's a few solid players, but they need a full year with the actual point guard, a really solid point guard. And once they can get that, then I think that's going to be able to aid them in the direction that they need to go forward. Then no, I don't want to make that trade. But outside of that, they have to have a full year with their point guards. What do you think will be the most upset? Oh, who do you think will have the most upside? Excuse me. Who do you think will have the most upside? Ben Simmons obviously has the most upside. A lot of things goes with what team you go with. You know, if you get drafted to the wrong team, then it completely screws up your whole mojo and your whole nucleus, then your whole identity that you have with the team. But as long as you have a really solid team, Ben Simmons or Brandon Ingram, but especially Ben Simmons, his ceiling is through the roof. I mean, what he can do with the ball, off ball. I think defensively, I think he's a tad bit underrated. But it's going to be very, very shaky because he's going to be on a team that may not understand how to... No, I don't want to trade that. Yeah, I'm declining the trade. He's on a team that may not understand completely how to utilize his greatness. And that does concern me with the Sixers. Shout out to Crispy. I see you, man. What's up, Cameron Green? Are the Pelicans Kings 2.0? They're close. They're very, very close because they may waste Anthony Davis' career. Anyone think that Luol Deng will be a good fit? He will be a great fit. There's plenty of players that'll be a great fit for the Pelicans. But you just have to be serious. Do you think Luol Deng would sign with the Pelicans? I don't think he will. I think, oh man, Pau Gasol's out for basically the rest of the year. I don't think he's going to be a good fit. I think he's going to be a good fit for the Pelicans, but I mean, let's be honest. I don't think he's going to be signing with the Pelicans, and that's the thing with the Pelicans. They have to actually decide, are they going to, really and truly push forward with the team that they have, because they have to convince players to actually sign with them, and I don't think they're going to be able to. AD deserves a better roster. Yeah, he does. He deserves a way better roster. LeBron 2.0. You're exactly right. Those years wasted with the Cavaliers early on in LeBron career is starting to look like Anthony Davis. Luol would be good, like I said. Deng or Batum, but neither one of them. Batum, I don't think Batum is leaving. I don't think Batum is going to leave. As a matter of fact, we can look at the small forwards right now. But Batum isn't going to leave. Deng is kind of up in the air, but I think he wants to compete. I don't think he's out there just looking for money. I think he wants to compete. The Pelicans are like the Cavs. Yep, the Pelicans are like the Cavs in the early 2000s. It's a shame that terrible management exists in the NBA. I'm not really going for nobody in the NBA Finals, but I got my money on the Cavs. I think the Cavs are going to pull it out, especially with LeBron. I got the Cavs. Let's look, since I don't know what's going on right now. My computer just froze basically. But let's look at these. I can actually look on the side. If you look at the small forwards on it, Chandler Parsons also could be potential. Chandler Parsons, I think, would be good. Instant offense coming off the bench, or even if he's starting. Evan Turner would be bad neither. I think Chandler Parsons is actually a really, really solid fit for them. He can play both small forward and power forward. I think what he's going to be able to bring to the team is actually really, really good offensively. Evan Turner's TJ Warren, Joe Johnson. I think Jeff Green is also another solid pickup. But they need a one good solid year with their point guard. If they can get a good solid year with either Drew Holiday or Tyreke Evans, I think they'd actually be pretty solid. Trying to get a realistic shooting guard for them. Jeremy Lamb wouldn't be that bad of a pickup for them. A lot of these, Courtney Lee wouldn't be that bad of a pickup for them neither. Aaron Aflalo is pretty good. I wouldn't actually mind getting Lance Stevenson on that team neither. But yeah, the team itself is got to be what you called it. Did I ever show my face on YouTube? LeBron hasn't lost a Game 7 since 2008. You're correct, man. Hey, you know your history, man. Shout out to you, man. You know your history. Did you ever show your face on YouTube? Yeah, my face is on YouTube, actually. Excuse my computer. My face is on YouTube, though. It is on YouTube. It's somewhere out there on YouTube. You gotta find it, though. Parsons would be a good two-way player for most teams. You're correct. I think Parsons is highly slept on. I think he has to play one good solid year, though. The injuries and the inconsistencies offensively is what may kill him. But if Chandler Parsons can really piece it together, let me look at these stats real quick. If Chandler Parsons can really piece it together, I think he's going to be a really good fit for a lot of teams. I agree. He's 6'9", can play both power forward, small forward. Put him with Anthony Davis to protect the rim. He's stretching the floor. He's pretty athletic, actually, but he's still relatively young. Get him out there with Drew Holiday. The issue is with Parsons is the defensive end. You're going to have to put him and pair him up with some defensive-minded players out there. You can't have him running around on the defensive end. It's going to be kind of shaky out there for Chandler Parsons. So Parsons, you got to put some defense out there. Lance will be a good pickup. I agree. But Lance is kind of like Tyree because, yeah, you're right. Lance is like Tyreek. But one of them is going to come off the bench. So that's for sure what we have to look out for. The team, looking at my Bulls right here, the team is actually doing really good. Let me see what our record is. 20-11. I can't deny that's pretty good. Traded away some pieces already. Who would be the best option for the Pelicans at the point? Tyreke or Holiday, or do they draft Chris Dunn? If I was them, I would just draft Chris Dunn. just start fresh at the point guard position. But I've been very vocal. If you've listened to the podcast, the AO podcast, very vocal on saying Tyreke Evans should be a point guard in this league. People are, for whatever reason, just so thick-skulled and simple-minded that they don't want to put Tyreke Evans at the point guard. But if push comes to shove, draft a point guard in the lottery, in the draft, excuse me. If they get away with getting Chris Dunn, all praise goes to them. Pick Chris Dunn. I think Chris Dunn is a really, really, really good point guard in this league. But of course, it also depends on who the Celtics trade their pick away. I think they're going to trade the number 3 pick. Depending on who they pick up, it also depends on how far down Chris Dunn will go. Have CPU deal with that. Yeah, Chris Dunn is. I don't know. Chris Dunn is kind of shaky. A lot of teams, if you look at the teams that are in the top, they kind of already have guards. So how far low he actually drops is kind of up in the air still. But I've seen some mock drafts that have him dropping a little bit below 5. So it's up in the air. He should be 5 though, like Castillo said. He should be 5. I hope not. They could use him. Yeah, they could. I do believe they could use him. Oh, this is a good trade. Let me see this trade. This is a pretty solid trade. The amount of money that Damari Carroll is getting is ridiculous, though. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna pass on this, though. I'm still gonna pass on this. Pretty solid trade. We starting to lose games, though. I wanted to tank anyway. What's up, Fire Pop? What's up, man? What's up? People are saying Nerlens Noel is more valuable than Okafor because of his rim protection. Rim protection. I know you're saying which Okafor or isn't. I don't know which. I'm assuming you're asking me who's more valuable between Nerlens Noel and Okafor. I'm gonna be honest. I think Okafor is gonna be fine. Oh no, we're gonna decline that. I think Okafor is going to be fine of an option. I don't think people should worry about Okafor. A lot of things that happened with Okafor was just simply he's on a bad team and he really and truly didn't care that much. I think that's how I view it. I think mentally you had to prepare yourself to be on a team that's going to lose 72 games in an 82 game season. So mentally that's going to wear on you. I think that's crazy that they only won 10 games. So I think mentally it got to him. I think he stopped caring. But over time, he's going to care more. He should be able to piece it together. And I think it's going to be fine. The draft is next Thursday. I want to say it's at 8 o'clock. So next Thursday, 8 o'clock. We will be live streaming the draft. So look out for that. Follow me on Twitter and I'll be out there. But yeah, the draft is next Thursday. I heard the Nerlens Noel and Jeff Teague talk. I think it's actually a very fair trade. I would actually make the trade if I was on either side of the coin. I would make the trade. Okafor could eventually become a post scorer in the league, though. He could. That's the thing about Okafor is, again, like I said, I think his upside is very high. I think they just have to put a solid team around him. As soon as they put a solid team around him, I think he's actually going to show up and play a tad bit more. And it looks like the Sixers are only a few years away anyway of putting a good team around him. So I don't want to over exaggerate how bad Okafor played last year. And being realistic, as a rookie, I think Okafor played pretty solid. I don't think a lot of people would you like? No, I don't want to stop. I don't think a lot of people really expected. I don't think a lot of people understand how good like him and Karl-Anthony Towns played last year. What day is the draft? Next Thursday. Be a good trade for both teams. In my opinion, depending if the Sixers draft Simmons. I think if the Sixers draft Simmons or not, I think they still should go after. I think they should go after. I think there's no need for them to have Nerlens Noel on the team anymore. They're drafting a whole bunch of bigs, a whole bunch of forwards, and they need a point guard. I think for Jeff Teague, I think that's the best out for him. Jeff Teague, the thing about Teague that people don't really know is that this year he was playing hurt. If you live in Atlanta, like I live in Atlanta, you heard a lot of that. Jeff Teague was playing hurt, so I think he has a lot more to show, and I think it's going to be a lot for him mentally if he keeps hearing that his backup is better than him. A lot of people keep saying that what's his name? Dennis Schroeder is better than Jeff Teague, and I think that's gonna get to him if he continues to play in Atlanta. So I think it's better for him if he goes to a team where he's going to get a lot of minutes, he's going to get a lot of touches, and so I think that's a good thing for him. Do you think that if Stephen Curry loses the finals, he will start to do worse? No, I think with Stephen Curry, he's a 3-point shooter. Well, he does a lot of other things, but he is a shooter, and when it comes to shooting, fatigue is a major issue. It starts to become a problem. They're trying to run back to back, and on top of that, they just went 73-9 in the regular season. So fatigue is starting to become a factor. So I don't think he's going to start playing bad. Also, they said injuries are starting to become a factor for him. So I think he'll be fine. I just think it's fatigue. Actually, since we talking about draft, let me look up this mock draft that I always go to. Is Joel Embiid coming back next year though? He is supposed to be coming back. I actually do believe they're going to play him some minutes. I think they're going to be limited minutes because they don't really need him as much as they needed him a few years ago. But yeah, he's coming back. So I expect him to play at least 20 minutes a night. I think that's more than enough to ask for him. I think Joel Embiid will play. As we speak, Jahlil Okafor, Rookie of the Year. Joel Embiid will play, some minutes, and I do expect him to perform on a night-to-night basis. If Joel Embiid is coming back, they're gonna. Yeah, I think Joel Embiid is coming back, so they're gonna trade him. Let me see. Yeah, they on this mock draft, Chris Dunn is set to go 5th to the Timberwolves. I'm not a huge fan of Jamal Murray, but they have Murray going 6th to the Pelicans. I'm not a huge fan of Murray. I think when you play for Kentucky, I think it's I think there's a lot of things that go with playing with Kentucky. No, I mean, Kentucky wasn't nowhere as near good as it normally is, but I feel I'm kind of shaky on those Kentucky guys, those one and done kind of Kentucky guys. I'm really shaky with those guys. See me the first round. Size. He's a Joel Embiid is a sick note. Sat his ass for 2 years, man. That was a Sam Hinkie project right there, man. Putting faith in injured players. I never agreed with that. I never ever agreed with that. It was crazy. Do you think the Bulls will trade Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler? I think they're more inclined. I think they're more inclined to trade Derrick Rose if something really comes out there. I think that they look at the Hawks going all the way to the NBA Finals. That's crazy. I think they're more inclined to trade Rose, especially if they can get something back from him. Really, really solid. I think at this point they're just trying to collect assets for Rose, and a team that needs another fresh start, that's willing to dump a couple players like the Knicks or even the Pelicans to a degree, who want to take on the project of Derrick Rose and take the risk, because it's a risk worth taking, because it's a huge possibility that Derrick Rose will actually play good, and if he doesn't, he's only on the books for 1 year, and he's a massive salary dump in the free agency. So it's a risk that anybody should be willing to take, in my opinion. But I don't think they're mentally prepared to get rid of Jimmy Butler yet. Even though I think they should trade Jimmy Butler, I don't think they're mentally there. If they want to take Rose, take Rose. If they want to take Rose, take him. I don't think they'll give Rose one last. I think they will give Rose one more chance, especially if they trade Jimmy. If he's trash, they'll just let him go. See, I don't think Hobson got a song with Tupac. That's crazy. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think they're willing to give up Jimmy Butler just yet. I don't think they are. They should, because I don't think they're wasting Jimmy Butler, in my opinion. But I don't think they're willing they're really ready to get rid of Jimmy Butler. If I miss a question, just put it back in the thing because I feel like I missed a question or two while I was looking at this. What is your favorite player of all time? Mine is Kobe since I'm a Laker fan. Mine is Kobe as well, man. Kobe is my favorite player of all time, man. I love Kobe, yo. I really love Kobe. Behind Kobe, it might be Iverson, actually. It might be Iverson. Behind Iverson is probably Shaq. Behind Shaq is Derek Fisher, because you know I got to stay a Laker fan all day. And behind Derek Fisher, it's actually Chris Webber. Chris Webber is one of my favorite players. Actually, Chris Webber is the first jersey that I ever received when I was younger. And Chris Webber is one of the first shoes I had. I had the Dadas back in the day. They're called Dadas. And they're the same shoes that Chris Webber used to wear back in the day. I would trade Derrick Rose for Noel. Alright, Krispy Kreme. Look, listen. If they can get away for getting Derrick Rose for Nerlens Noel, it's ridiculous, yo. If they can get away with doing that, if they do that though, the people in Philly are stupid. But the people in Philly are stupid anyway. So it is what it is. I do watch the Inside the NBA. It's one of my favorite shows. Who should the T-Wolves get in the draft? I think they're going to get Chris Dunn. I don't mind getting Chris Dunn. I'm very vocal on saying I don't think Ricky Rubio is that good. I think Ricky Rubio is overrated anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Rose would demand the ball a lot. I actually don't think Rose would demand the ball. I think Derrick Rose is at a point in his career where he just wants to fit in wherever he can fit in. I don't think he cares one way or the other if he gets the ball or not. I think he's trying to restructure his career, and if that means he has to be more of a facilitator, I think he's going to do that. And he's going to for sure develop his three-point shot. He's going to for sure develop his passing. He's going to for sure develop his float game needs to be a tad bit better. But him demanding the ball or him having the ball in his hand all the time, I think he's smart enough to recognize that he's not that player anymore, and he's willing to develop another style of play. I think I missed somebody's shot. I think I missed somebody's question. Hold on, let me see something. You said if they do, it would suffer Ben Simmons' development. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Like I said, I think Derrick Rose is at a point in his career where he's willing to facilitate more. I'm about to say, can I get out of this thing? Jesus Christ. Draft comp. No, I don't want to go to draft comp. I just want to go straight to the NBA draft. What is your favorite player in the NBA today? Oh man, that's a good question. Since Kobe left, I like Chris Paul. I really like Chris Paul. I defend Chris Paul night in and night out on how great of a player he is. I like DeMarcus Cousins. I like Jimmy Butler. Who else do I like? But Chris Paul is probably my favorite at this point. Chris Paul or DeMarcus Cousins, one of the two. I think they did really, really good. Look at Brandon Ingram going #1. That's what's up. Do you think the Clippers will get past the first round if they get healthy? If they were healthy this year, they would have gotten past the first round. And the way that the Warriors played in the second game, especially without Curry, I think they might have been able to really give the Warriors a scare. So I think they'll get past the first round. I think it's the second round. I think you're really asking about, because the Warriors, not the Warriors, but the Clippers and Chris Paul has never gotten past the second round. That's a huge if. I don't know. I really don't even like that team when they're completely healthy, because I don't think the Blake Griffin and the DeAndre Jordan dynamic really coincides with each other. So they have to switch that out in my opinion. Yeah, the draft is bugging in 2K right now. It's crazy. Yo, Crispy, you better chill out with that Westbrook is better than Chris Paul mess, man. You already know how I feel about that. Chris Paul is better than Russell Westbrook, man. 2K, yeah, it was. I don't know what all this extra stuff is about. I don't know what they're doing. There's too much stuff going on this draft screen. There's too much going on. What is your favorite NBA 2K game? To be honest with you, this game right here, 2K16 is in my opinion, 2K16 is the best 2K that I've ever played. 2K11 comes close. I may have to go back and revisit 2K11, but it's either 2K11 or 2K16. By far, are one of the better games. 2K16, I think a lot of people give it flack just because they're playing the game right now, but 2K16 is one of my favorite 2Ks. Who's better, Clay or Curry? Curry is obviously better, but I think Clay is actually playing better in the finals right now. I think Curry is struggling so much so that I would say that Clay is better in these finals right now. Blake needs to shoot threes all summer. See, I disagree. I think Blake, well, he's going to have to shoot threes because DeAndre's in there, and the way that the defense is set up in today's NBA, you can play zone and you can help off man, and DeAndre doesn't do much defensively. But honestly, I believe that they should just trade Blake Griffin. I think if they trade Blake Griffin, they get a lot back from him. They're going to get a wing player and a big man inside. And so if they can get a wingman out there that can play both 3 and 4, I think that will really help them out. Chris Paul still is relatively young enough to go out there and give him another 2 or 3 more years. DeAndre played really well this year. JJ Redick doesn't seem like he's falling off anytime soon. So if they can get a 3, which has been their biggest problem for the past 5 years, I think it'll really work out for them. But Blake Griffin shooting threes, I don't think that's their biggest issue here. Will you pre-order NBA 2K17? I probably will, actually. I'm probably gonna. If I don't pre-order, I'm for sure going to buy it. Clay is more consistent. I disagree. I think they're relatively the same. If you go back and you look at yo, Krispy Kreme, you bugging. Yo, this nigga said NBA Live 14 is better than 2K16. You bugging. I don't know if you go back and you really look at how Clay plays. Some Clay games are really iffy. They're really iffy. He'll have one monstrous game, and then the next like 2 or 3 games he'll play terrible. Clay Thompson does play defense. He does clamp up. Let me see what I get with these trades. Wait, let me see where I stopped at. JJ Redick podcast is very lit. I listen to JJ Redick's podcast, and I listen to Bill Simmons' podcast. And who do you think will be the steal in this draft? I think I answered this question already, but if Chris Dunn, I don't know what the Timberwolves are going to do, because the Timberwolves are also talking about trading their pick as well. But if Chris Dunn falls anything below 5, he will thus become a steal. I don't think he's going to. If he falls 6, I think that even if he falls 6, I think that's a tad bit of a steal. But if you're going to go further into the draft, I think Wade Baldwin. He's going to be a steal. He's getting picked 20th. I think he's better than a lot of these other players. Bryce Johnson is. I think Bryce. I don't know. Bryce could potentially be a steal. I think they got some players even in the second round that's kind of iffy. They got Perry Ellis pretty deep in the second round. I think he could probably pop up a little bit. Denzel Valentine, that's who I was looking for. Denzel Valentine, he's going deep into the first round. Actually, almost to the point where he's getting he's getting on the 24th pick. I think the 24th pick is a tad bit too low for Denzel, and it looks like the Sixers may be able to pick him up. So I think that's a pretty good pickup for the Sixers if they pick him up. Do you think Bender could have a bigger upside than Ingram? Absolutely not. Jesus Christ, no. It's a possibility, but I don't think Bender will have a bigger upside than Brandon Ingram. Hell no. They're not giving me nothing for this pick. No. Boban. Damn, they stingy with their players. Wow. So I don't want none of them players. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't want none of them players. Alright. 1 o'clock. Choose prospect. I don't know enough about him, Krispy Kreme. I don't know who that is. Tyler Ulis is a steal as long as he recovers. Yeah, but when you're dealing with players that need to recover, as you speak about Tyler Ulis, and there he is right there. When you're speaking about people who need to, come back or recover from something, it's a huge if, it's a huge what if. But I might pick Tyler Ulis because we don't have a point guard. I gave away. What is his name? Derrick Rose. So I need a what you call it. Yeah, I'll pick Tyler Ulis. That's straight. I think Dragon Bender is overrated as well. I think a lot of players in the NBA, I think a lot of these young European young guys overseas, I think a lot of them are overrated, man. Yeah, exactly. Can never tell until a player gets into the NBA and looks like Adam Morrison. You absolutely correct, man. Or what's the guy that got picked by the Pistons in 03 over Carmelo? I can't remember his name. That's how bad he was. I can't remember his name right now. No, I always want to get this pick out. Man, what is his name right now? Who got picked second in the 2003 draft? This is I'm tripping right now. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. What is his name? I'm looking at him, but I can't even picture who he is. I'm pretty sure you already typed it in the chat already. Yeah, there you go. Darko Milicic. Yeah, look like Darko Milicic. Pick Darko Milicic over Carmelo Anthony, man. That's crazy. Choose prospects. Matter of fact, let me look at what my team needs. Team needs. So we got Jimmy Butler, Pau Gasol. Powell's gonna be gone after this year, so I need a big. Actually, this is exactly what I need. Let me see. Got one point guard. Ooh, let me see. I'm gonna keep Doug McDermott out there. Got Mirotic. I need a power forward. That's what I need. I need a power forward. Let me see what I can get. Choose prospect. I need a power forward. Thonmaker, he's out there. Sabonis, overseas guy. Yo, you tripping, yo. You think Kobe Bryant is the most overrated player in the world? Chill, yo. Chill, yo. Don't even talk about Kobe like that, yo. He top 10 player all time, man. Don't even talk about Kobe like that. You bugging. I might be able to pick up a big. Let me go with Thonmaker. In 2K, Thonmaker should be cheese anyway.
With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select the 20-year-old.
I don't know about Scal. I don't know. Yeah, I know you ain't talking about Scalabrini. I know you ain't talking about White Mamba. I know you ain't talking about that. I know you ain't talking about the White Mamba. Let me see something. They don't have no more. They don't have no more first round picks. So I don't wanna. I'm done with the draft. Send to the end. Yeah, I know you ain't talking about the White Mamba. White Mamba out there. I said send to the end of the draft. What is this?
The 21-year-old shooting guard from France.
Okay, I was about to say. Yeah, he tripping, yo. Kobe's not overrated at all, actually. Kobe's not overrated at all, man. I want to thank all y'all, man. Y'all actually interacting. I go to a lot of people's streams and they just be like not even saying nothing. It's crazy. All right, rookie signing. All right, we'll do that. Sign those 2 team options. We'll keep Plumlee. Yeah, he's gonna have to go. I like Tony Snell actually. I'm gonna keep Tony Snell. Actually, I don't like Reggie Bullock though. I don't like Reggie Bullock. I don't know what it is. I don't like Reggie Bullock though. Like, there's no need for him no more. Keep him though. Alright. What do you say? He's top 15, not top 10. This nigga said not top 15. That nigga said top 5. Highlight of every Tuesday. Listen to Low Roast Agent. Exactly. You know what's up. You know the deal, man. You know the deal. Kobe not top 10. I'll admit that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, since we're gonna have a topic right quick. If LeBron James, if the Cleveland Cavaliers, as we have LeBron James on the screen right now, if LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Golden State Warriors, the 73-9 Golden State Warriors, LeBron James will be a top 5 player of all time. And it's kind of hard to debate it on top of that. LeBron will be a top 5 player of all time if the Golden State Warriors lose to the Cavs. That's my take on that. Let me see what my team needs, though. Roster. Plum, I like that. He didn't get MVP that year because his team didn't win that many games, and he allegedly raped somebody. That's the reason why he didn't. That's the only reason why. Powell's not gonna be here though. So we got Plumlee, Mirotic, Etuan Moore, Doug McDermott. I like that. Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis. Where my rookies at? I'm about to say, where my rookies at? Tyler Ulis, the Thonmaker. Alright, I'll deal with that. Yeah, let me damn, that's crazy. I can't fuck that. Yeah, exactly. Rape allegations. Exactly. Rape allegations. That's really what it was. He was the face of the league, and then all of a sudden, man, he just completely went to hell. It's crazy. No. So I got 2 point guards, 3 shooting guards. Yeah. 3 small forwards. Can any of them? No. Well, Doug McDermott might be. He plays stretch 4. Thonmaker gonna have to play 5. Yeah, Thonmaker's gonna have to play 5. Actually, my team it's not that bad right now. Do I need? Yeah, we keep Reggie Bullock anyway. Alright. Yeah, I suppose still ain't shit to do with what's on the court. I agree. Ain't got nothing to do with what's on the court. But because of rape allegations, man, that's what happened. Only two finals MVPs from 5 championships. People speak about like championships and finals MVPs as if it's like something easy to just run across. It's crazy how like people just, Kobe only has 5 rings. Like what are you talking about? Like it's people out here who are some of the greatest players of all time who don't even have a ring. People just like that excuse is crazy to me. Going to the championships 7 times. Going to the championships 3 times in a row, twice, and winning 5 out of 7 times. That's not something to just like speak lightly on. It's crazy how people just like, he only has 5 championships and only 2 finals MVPs. It's crazy, yo. Kobe got blessed when he got released from Adidas and signed to Nike. Yeah, yo, he missed that Nike curse. I mean that Adidas curse, man. He got really blessed. He got blessed up. All right, my free agents. Yeah. Pal, you want to go, yo. I ain't trying to sign you back. I ain't trying to sign none of y'all back, really. Alright. Yeah. We'll get to the free agency. People don't realize how good they are until they're gone. Yeah, that is true. That is so true. It is unfortunate. We speak about LeBron as if like he's not, he's a great player. They just say, oh yeah, LeBron, he needs to do more than what he does, as if LeBron doesn't average a triple double or almost a triple double. LeBron should have won MVP last year. Maybe so. I don't think LeBron will ever win another MVP though, which is crazy. 5 rings though. Don't act like he wasn't the star of most of those teams. Probably everyone except when Shaq was there. Yeah, he was though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he was. But if you won 5 rings, I mean, if you really want to look at it from 2000 to 2010, he won 5 rings in a 10-year span, or 11-year span, one of the two. Yeah, he won five rings in an 11-year span. Like, how is that not? I don't even understand how that's not impressive. Like, it's crazy to me that people don't even recognize how hard that is to do. 5 rings in an 11-year span, regardless if he won Finals MVP or not. That's crazy. Harden should have gotten it last year. Roast me if you want to. He made an argument. It was an argument for him to be made that he should have gotten it. I don't think he shouldn't have, but it was an argument to be made that he should have gotten the MVP Harden last year. Dan Kobe was really in the final 7 times. Yeah, he was in the final 7 times and won 5 out of those 7. He went to the final 7 times and won 5 out of those 7 rings. And I don't know, Harden is, I'm not a big fan of Harden myself neither, man. Harden, he doesn't play defense. I don't care what anybody says about it. He just flat out doesn't play defense. Offensively, what he does for the team is very key, but when you don't play defense, man, to me that just says volumes about who you are as a player. Because if you're not going to try defensively, then that's a huge problem. We can make Thonmaker a center. I don't think Harden is trash. I actually think Harden is overrated. I think Harden is one of the more overrated players in the league. Let me see. So there we go. Make him a center power forward. There we go. I just need a backup point guard and I'll be straight. Would you say, well, would you co-sign is in the top league? Oh, would you say Cousins? I'm looking at the thing and look, you say co-sign. I'll say this: James Harden isn't top 10. DeMarcus Cousins is top 10. Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, Chris Paul. I say KD, Kevin Durant. Hold on. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, KD, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Paul George. So that's 7. Let's see. I guess we can just go to the rosters real quick. I said Chris Paul. Anthony Davis. That's 8. Anthony Davis is 8. Yeah, Cousins is top 10. In my opinion, Cousins is top 10. Yep, he is. Hold on, let me double check these free agents. Yep, Cousins is top 10. Cousins is a top 10 player in my opinion. And nigga Harden realized defense don't get you a check, so he stopped. You absolutely right. Harden is overrated. I completely agree. The thing about Harden is though, like he turns the ball over a lot too, so it doesn't even. I mean, if you ain't gonna play defense, that's one thing, but you're not about to turn the ball over. He broke the record for the most turnovers in a season, so you're not gonna play defense, and on the other side of the floor, you're just gonna turn the ball over. That's crazy. Hey, yo, you right. DeMar Carroll would disagree because he got a check because he played defense. Yes, that's true. I see Crispy saying that's true. Who do you think will be the biggest free agent to change teams, and who will be the biggest player traded? My take on free agency is always players like Kevin Durant, players like LeBron James. Those pieces, Whiteside, those pieces really don't matter as much as people make them believe, because realistically speaking, LeBron James is only going to go to 1 or 2 teams. Kevin Durant is only going to go to 1 or 2 teams. Whiteside, he's only going to go to 1 or 2 teams. These Well, I take that back. Whiteside, he's kind of more open, so Whiteside for sure will be one of the bigger pickups. But my issue with free agency, or my view on free agency, is always the other guys. Like, where's Biyombo going to go? Biyombo, he's going to put out a good enough output. His what is it called? His output compared to his income will level off or be greater than his income, so his value will be better than what Hassan Whiteside might get paid, you know. So Biyombo, where's Biyombo going to go? Where is Jeremy Lamb going to go? Where is Amir Johnson? I think those pieces and those players are a lot bigger and defined than players like LeBron James. Because I don't see LeBron changing teams. I don't see Kevin Durant changing teams. So I would say Whiteside or Biyombo. I think those are two of the biggest pieces in the free agency pool right now. Biggest trade in the season, I think Kevin Love will be traded. I think I saw that in the trade. Oh, no. Kevin Love will be traded. Oh, yeah, Mike Conley is another name out there that you have to throw out there as another player. But Kevin Love, I think that would be another big trade. Kevin Love, I don't really see him being on a team anymore. Regardless if they win or lose, I don't really see him being on that team anymore. It doesn't make any sense. He's standing in the corner shooting threes. They're paying him way too much to shoot threes. It just doesn't make any sense. Whiteside might I predict Whiteside will not play as good as he did this year, that he's going to play next year and for the rest of his career, for that matter of fact. He played on a contract year. It's a possibility that Whiteside is going to still be good though, but he's playing for a contract year. He's playing really, really hard. He's very injury prone if you know anything about Whiteside, so you got to look out for that as well. Mike Conley to the Spurs, that makes sense. I never actually thought about that, but that makes sense. I need a point guard though. Let me get this backup point guard real quick. Let's go get Jeremy Lin real quick. I got a lot of money. Wow, that's crazy. Get Jeremy Lin. Oh, he signed. That's what's up. What was I saying? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, Mike Conley to the Spurs. Yeah, I like that. Mike Conley to the Spurs. It's sad to see what a bum Kevin Love has turned into. I just think that's how they're using him. I think they're using him incorrectly. Kevin Love isn't that type of a player. There's no way we saw somebody to average what he averaged in Toronto. I'm not in Toronto, with Minnesota and the Timberwolves. For him to go from that to where he's at now, that's not just a good player on a bad team. That's specifically a team doesn't know how to utilize a player correctly, and you see how they're utilizing him. He needs to look for the poster. He does. I will. The thing about Kevin Love, he needs to be more aggressive. He's not aggressive enough offensively, and so that does hurt him. He needs to post up more. Because if you watch, look at how Kevin Love orchestrates the offense, or how he's being utilized in the offense, or what he does offensively. He goes immediately into the corner. It's crazy. Wait, he said chill. Hold on, what did he say chill to? Kevin Love for Melo. Yeah, you need to chill. You need to cut it. That's ridiculous. Kevin Love for Porzingis. You need to cut it. Where do you think Al Horford will be heading, if anywhere? If they trade, not Dennis Schroeder, if they trade, what's his name? Man, what's my man's name? I live in Atlanta. That's the crazy thing. If they trade Jeff Teague for Nerlens Noel, I don't think they're going to sign him back. I don't think they're going to sign back Al Horford. And if Al Horford wants to be on a team that's going to win, and he's going to be a very utilized piece, Al Horford needs to go to... It wouldn't be a bad pickup for the Grizzlies if they got Al Horford. It wouldn't be a bad pickup for the Heat. Actually, the Heat, that's a really good pick for the Heat. The Heat have, if they lose Whiteside, which they might, get Al Horford, Chris Bosh inside, stretching the floor offensively. What you're able to do with that is ridiculous. And Al Horford is actually a pretty good defender. The Hornets are going to need a big. But if he wants to compete for a championship, go to Miami. What's another team he can go to? Go to the Mavericks. That's another solid team. What else? he can actually fit. As I'm going through these teams right now, he can go to a lot of teams. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to San Antonio. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. He can go to a lot of teams, actually. He fits pretty good in a lot of places. He can go to the Wizards. But it's kind of hard to, say where he's going to go. But if they trade for that Jeff T. Nerlens Noel trade, then he's not going to. I highly doubt he's going to come back. It's a good questions in here. The Nets will probably trade everything they own for him. Stupid ass bitches. Oh, for Kevin Love? Oh, if they do that, that's dumb as hell. At this point, would you trade Kevin Love for a 10th or 15th pick in the draft? No. Because I thought about it for the slightest second. I wouldn't do that because if I'm the Cavs, I'm trying to win right now. I'm not trying to prolong the process of getting LeBron James another ring. Adding a whole bunch of young players is going to prolong that process, especially if they don't win it this year. So no, you trade Kevin Love for reliable players on the team. That's what you trade Kevin Love for, and trade him for pieces that are being unutilized or misutilized on certain teams, not for draft picks. It doesn't make any sense. That's no use. The Cavs are at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Whoa. I miss a lot of questions. Wow. Let me go back up. Who's playing good defense? I know you ain't saying no. What's his name? Not playing good defense. What do you think of Kyrie? I think Kyrie's actually playing really good. I think Kyrie's if you're saying Kyrie's playing good defense, I think he's playing better than what he normally does. But Kyrie is, I'm starting to gain a lot more respect for Kyrie because he's actually showing up to play in these games. So I have a lot of respect for Kyrie now. There's some solid depth in this NBA draft. You're right. There's some draft. There's some depth in this draft, but I can't. Not Kevin Love. You can't trade Kevin Love for a draft pick at this point because you're too deep. You're in way too deep, man. You're in way too deep. They didn't make the playoffs. Was he? He may have been stat boosting. You're correct. But again, there's no way you go from averaging what he averaged to falling off as much as he fell off. No, the Suns are not a playoff contender with Bledsoe. No, Devin Booker was a really good pickup for them. I agree with that. Kevin Love is good. Is playing good pick and roll defense in the finals. No, he's not. Kevin Love is not playing. He's playing. He's doing what he's supposed to do on a pick and roll defense. That's what he's doing. He's not. I wouldn't label it as good though. Kevin Love in the first round, future pick for LaMarcus Aldridge. If the Spurs do that, that's dumb as hell. The Spurs will never do nothing that's stupid. I'm playing my league right now, and this nigga DeMar Carroll really getting $15 million. Wow. LaMarcus Aldridge is far better. Exactly. Don't roast me. Yeah, I'm gonna start roasting you. Everybody needs to let people know if you say something stupid in this chat, I'm gonna roast you. I will roast people. Oh well, no. Almost brick there. No. Auto generate. No, I bricked. Damn. Yeah, Aldridge is way better. Everybody who knows me, man, let people know, man. If they say something stupid in this chat, I'm gonna start roasting them, yo. I'm gonna start roasting them. Yeah, I'm gonna start roasting people if you say something stupid in the chat. There's no way that the Spurs wouldn't even. The Spurs aren't stupid enough anyway to put all their baskets. Not eggs, but they put a lot of faith in what LaMarcus Aldridge is and what he can do and what he's going to bring to the team. So they would be foolish to sell all of that to Kevin Love. That's stupid. That's too stupid actually. And there's no way. I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't think nobody else would do it. Popovich and that team wouldn't do it. This is a pretty solid team. Why do we have Man, I'm trading this nigga right now. Why did he have like a player option or something? Let me see what I can get for let me see what I can get for Powell. I don't know why I have Powell. I thought I didn't pick him up. Trade finder for Powell, so get him the fuck off the team. I think Paul Millsap is better than I think Paul Millsap is better than Kevin Love, and I think it's obvious Paul Millsap is better than Kevin Love. Yeah, the Hawks are not going to trade Kevin Love, Paul Millsap for Kevin Love. No, they're not going to do that. Ooh, this is interesting. I can pick up Derrick Rose right back again for a first round pick. What do I need? Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to the roster. I got 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards. Probably need some more perimeter players. That's what I need. Yeah, I need more perimeter players. Yeah. How good do you think Bobby Portis can be? I think Bobby Portis, Devin Booker, who else? There's a lot of sleepers in the league right now. Some guys that are 23 and younger. And Bobby Portis, Devin Booker. I think Victor Oladipo is better than what a lot of people realize out of him. Who else is really young? Let's see. Yeah, Bobby Portis is 21. He's really good. What's the guy in San Antonio? I think Bobby Portis has a bright future on him. I think Kyle Anderson could be good as well. I didn't know Jonathan Simmons was this old, so Jonathan Simmons. No, I can't talk about him. But Kyle Anderson is another one. I'm keeping my eye on Kyle Anderson. Devin Booker, 19. That's ridiculous. He shouldn't. That's ridiculous. Cameron Payne is another one. We know about Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. I like Noah Vonleh. I don't think he's got his fair shake in the league yet, and when he does, it's going to be good. I like Cliff Alexander too. It's a couple of people, but specifically to Bobby Portis. I like what he brings to the court, and what he can do. I think he has a bright future. I think he has a bright future on the horizon. So what should the Cavs trade Love for? They need to trade Kevin Love for defensive players, perimeter players, players that don't mind taking a back seat, players that's going to go out there and give it their all. And I mean, just consistency though. They have to get consistency out of somebody. If, for example, if the Celtics really want Kevin Love, I got to get Jay Crowder or Avery Bradley or both. I need something. But Jay Crowder, Avery Bradley would be perfect for the Cavs. Who else wouldn't mind? No, they're not gonna trade. Let me see. I wouldn't mind having Thad Young. I would take Thad Young off of the Nets' hands for Kevin Love. Gallinari would be another. I wouldn't mind getting Gallinari. Who else? I think that's roughly about it. Look at LeBron on the Suns though. This team looked too ill. Damn, it's crazy. This team is crazy right now. Who else? I think that's it though. They just need perimeter players though. They need better defensive guys, because they're starting to run out of ideas to throw at Curry and Klay Thompson at this point. What are your thoughts on the Jimmy Butler trade rumor? I think I touched upon this a little bit more, but earlier at least. I'll touch upon it more though. The Bulls, and the reason why I'm doing the rebuilding of the Bulls, I think the Bulls are in a situation where they can't utilize Jimmy Butler correctly. And so I think trading Jimmy Butler to a team, it will be best suited for them. I know it sounds crazy, but they're at a point where it doesn't make any sense for them to just keep Jimmy Butler on the team. It's crazy. for them to just have a player and they're not going to be able to utilize him correctly, because then you're in a situation like DeMarcus Cousins or Kevin Love was 2 years ago when he was in Minnesota, where you end up with an angry player on a bad team. Because this, to be honest with you, the Bulls are just a few years away from being a really bad team. If Derrick Rose doesn't show up, Pau Gasol will probably not sign back. Joakim Noah for sure, I don't think he's going to sign back, because the way that the coaching is looking at this point, the direction that they're moving into. So it doesn't make any sense for him to stay neither. So I think they need to trade Jimmy. I think they need to trade Derrick Rose, get as many draft picks as they can, and just kind of start all the way over. I don't think there's no point in keeping Jimmy on that team. What do you think about trading D Rose to the Knicks? They need a point guard. They're very desperate. When trade rumors come up, I go to teams and I'll just sit there and look at the teams like, they got Whiteside. That's crazy. Wow, they picked up Whiteside. But I'll just sit there and like, they're not going to give up Carmelo for Derrick Rose. If they do, though, that would be crazy. If they gave up Carmelo for Derrick Rose, that might actually work. If they trade Carmelo for Derrick Rose, I'd do it every day of the week. Because Carmelo, let's just be honest, as good as a player as he is, he's on a team that needs time to grow. Carmelo isn't at that point to where he needs to grow anymore in his career. He's ready to win right now. If he goes on the Bulls, he's instant offense for that Bulls team that struggles to score. And he has a defender in Jimmy Butler, so he's not going to be expected to defend that much. If they can get Melo on the team along with Butler, I think a lot more free agents are willing to go there. So I think that's actually a really good trade. But outside of Melo, they can't really package anybody else. Like, let's just be honest. And also for the Knicks, the reason why you trade Carmelo is because after this year or the next year coming up, Derrick Rose will be off the book, so you can really start all the way over with your young guys. So if they can do it with Melo, that's a really good idea. But outside of that, when trades come up, I just be looking to myself like, what are you going to trade? Like, what do you we can speak of trade rumors, but what is it realistic for them to trade anybody on their team? You know. Kevin Love for Derek Favors. He can't shoot, so might not fit in the Cavs system. Correct. That's the reason why they probably wouldn't trade him, because it doesn't fit. Maybe a 3-team trade if another team wants Derek Favors, but it doesn't fit what the Cavs are doing. Kevin Love for Big Mac. I don't know who that is. Or Bismack Biyombo. I don't know. I'm assuming for a Big Mac. Yo, you're bugging, Krispy Kreme. You're bugging. You're bugging. I'm sitting there looking. I'm trying to think, is that a player in the league? But no, you saying for a Big Mac. You bugging. Mike Conley will be better if they could get him. Yeah. If they could, but I don't know if Mike Conley is so up in the air. I feel like Mike Conley, he's a huge homer. I think he might just stay. I think his loyalty is really sewn in together with the Grizzlies. Kevin Love for 2 girls basketball. That nigga's bugging. Do you think Moutier will become a top 5 point guard? Not in today's league. Moutier made way too many mistakes. He didn't show too much promise in his rookie year. It's a possibility. Everything is possible. Anything is possible, like Kevin Garnett said. But no, I don't really see it in him already. I don't see it. Let me trade finder. Get something for Powell real quick. Yeah, I don't see nothing in Moutier. Kevin Love for Jared Sullinger and Jay Crowder. I would take that. I would take that trade, especially because I think Mozgov also comes off the books, so you're gonna need another big man. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. Jay Crowder, he's like 6'6", so realistic. He's 6'6", but he plays really feisty, so they put him at power forward from time to time. So realistically speaking, he can guard 3 different positions. I would take it every day. Kevin Love for Patrick Patterson and Damari Carroll. The thing about Damari, that contract that he has, I don't think nobody really wants to take a bite out of that contract. So, you know, I think that's Fire Pop. If that is Fire Pop, you know, welcome back, Fire Pop. Hell no, Carmelo is better than Derrick Rose. You are absolutely correct. Carmelo is better than Derrick Rose. The issue with the Derrick Rose thing, though, and the Carmelo thing, they're both on teams that just don't need them. They don't need to utilize him. This is a pretty good trade right here as I'm looking at it. I might have to do that trade. They don't need neither one of those players though. Ooh, this is another good trade. Wow. I'm getting good looks for a 36-year-old Pau Gasol. That's crazy. This is another good trade. Wow. Wow. A first-round pick. Ooh, yeah. Gotta take a step back real quick. Hold on. How old is Jay Crowder? Jay Crowder's young. He's 26. We can keep. I gotta give a first-round pick. I don't want to give a first-round pick. I might have to give up this right here. Well, he's kind of old though. I'll go with this. We'll go with that. Yeah, but like I said, the thing about the Melo and Rose trade, Carmelo's on a team that is not prepared to win right now, so he needs to go on a team that's prepared to win, that's set up to win right now. And because of that, he has to set up his future to be traded right now. I mean, to win right now. And I think he's better off doing that on the Bulls than he is on the Knicks. Derrick Rose and the Knicks, especially the Knicks, are in a situation to where they need to rebuild around Porzingis and the rest of their younger players. And so if they can get rid of a whole bunch of money that they won't be able to get rid of if they keep Carmelo, they're better off getting Derrick Rose, seeing how it works, because it could work, you never know with Derrick Rose, and then just dumping it all off if it doesn't work, and then they'll pick up some pieces. I think people underrate Melo. Bad defender, still one of the better scorers. You're right. He is one of the better scorers in this league. Jimmy Butler for the T-Wolves 5th pick, Gorgie Dang and Shabazz Muhammad. I would take it. I'm a huge fan of Gorgie Jang, if that's how you pronounce his name. And I'm a huge fan of Shabazz as well. So I would take that pick. I would take that. A top 5 pick, you get Chris Dunn. Say no more. I'll take that. I'll take it. You get Chris Dunn. It's not like you're going to not like you keeping Derrick Rose anyway. I think they're done with Derrick Rose anyway. So yeah, Isaiah Thomas over Kyrie Irving. Unless you're talking about the Isaiah Thomas that used to play for the bad boy Pistons. But if not, then I'm taking Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has proven me wrong this finals. He's showing his worth. I have to take Kyrie Irving. Oh, let me change. This team just got a whole lot better with that trade. Tyler Ulis needs to get some minutes though. Hold on. This nigga Jimmy Butler playing way too many minutes. Yeah. Let me see. I missed some questions. Trying to interact with you all. Shout out to everybody who asked the questions, man. I really do appreciate it. Kevin Love for Jonas because Cavs can put Thompson back at the power forward position. I'll say this about the whole position thing. I think positions at this point is just pointless. I think labeling players under positions, I just think there's no need for it anymore. People are going to play basketball regardless of what position they play. Tristan Thompson is a rebounder. He should be a better rim protector if he wants to be a center, but he's a rebounder. That's what he does. So because he's a rebounder and that's what he does, regardless of his size or his weight or his height, he's going to play 5. Same thing with Charles Barkley. Same thing with Wes Unseld. There's so many players in the league that are power forwards and centers that really didn't fit the mold or the body type of a stereotypical power forward or center. So at this point, it doesn't matter. Tristan Thompson can play 5. It doesn't really matter. But if you get Thompson and you put Thompson at 4 to get Jonas and put him at 5, then the spacing is all screwed up because LeBron James, let's be honest, he really isn't that good of a 3-point shooter. I just played a game of 2K and Joakim Noah got 6 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists. That sounds about Noah. That sounds like Noah. Noah's a good playmaker for a big man. he's just washed up now. I don't think he's washed up. I just think the minutes that Thibodeau played him over the course of the last 2 or 3 years that Thibodeau was there, he started to catch up with Noah. The same thing happened to Luol Deng, and then after you gave Deng some rest and gave him some time off, he played really well this year, and he played really well in the playoffs as well. So Noah, as being especially a big who has the responsibility of defending the whole entire, having the defense based off of him. You gotta give him some break, man. That might work. But neither one of them can shoot. Cavs need a big man that can shoot, stretch the floor out. Defensively, they would be a beast though. Melo would have to waive his no trade clause, though. Might be hard to get him unless he wants to join LeBron. See, the thing about that is, I think Melo is going to get to a point in his career where he just doesn't care. He's not going to care if he plays with LeBron or Chris Paul. I think he just wants to win, and if the best place for him to win is indeed in let me see what the. If it's with the what is the team called? If it's with the Bulls, then I think he's willing to waive his no trade clause. And if I am the 19, if I'm the what is that team called? Damn, I'm blanking out right now. If I'm the Knicks, I would allow the trade to go through. I really would. I would allow that trade to go through. Isaiah Thomas was balling in the playoffs. He was. He had a couple of games. Where do you think Rondo was heading? I think Rondo was heading to whatever team pays him the most. I think Rondo fits rather well in a lot of teams because he shot rather well this year, to be honest with you. But whatever team is willing to pay him that money, that's what he's going to do. He's going to go wherever the money takes him, and I cannot blame him. Let me do this too. Jimmy Butler. Let me see if I can get rid of Taj Gibson too. Get rid of Taj. Get another score on the team. Who's a better defender, Curry or Kyrie? Kyrie is actually playing like a better defender right now. But in the regular season, Curry is actually a better defender. I think Curry is an underrated defender. I think people, because he doesn't play on-ball defense, that means he's not a good defender. I think that's BS. I don't think you have to play on-ball defense to be a good defender. That's a crazy notion. Yeah, I just think Kyrie isn't as good as a defender as Curry though. But Rondo is a very interesting situation because there's a lot of teams out there that need a point guard. Any point guard really is an interesting situation because there's so many teams that need point guards in today's NBA. This right here looks like a really good trade. Tony Snell. I gotta pick up Luis Scola. That might not be a bad trade. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take this trade. I didn't even look at the other trades. That's crazy. What do you think of the Kings' future? I think they're going to trade. I think they're really at the point where they have convinced themselves that it is DeMarcus Cousins' fault for why they lose games, and because of that, I think they're really at a point where they're ready to get rid of DeMarcus Cousins. And again, it's bad management, it's poor management. You can't blame nobody else but those players, not those players, but those people in upper management. Is their fault that it's gotten to this point, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But you just look at the decisions that they made over the course of the few years that they've been having that team. It's so uncertain about what's going to happen for that franchise. It's a shame because I was a fan growing up of the Sacramento Kings, and it's crazy. My opinion on Steven Adams, Steven Adams got hyped up a lot. He said, what do you think of the Kings' future? This nigga said losing. Exactly. Facts. Exactly. Dumb decisions. Exactly. Trust me on that. Dumb decisions. Facts. My opinion on Steven Adams, he's a tad bit overrated right now because he went off on the Warriors. But he plays hard. He plays really, really hard, and I do enjoy watching players that go out there and they play really hard. They fight for a lot of things. Do I need Plumlee anymore? I guess I don't need Plumlee. Let's see what I can get for Plumlee. But he fights, man. I like players that fight. He plays hard, and I do like that. He's a tad bit overrated right now because, like I said, he went off. He had really good games, but he did what he was supposed to do. When they have smaller guys out there, you go out there, you fight, and you need to get everything you need to. Rondo is not Ricky Rubio 2.0. No, he's not. Ricky Rubio, no. LeBron and Kyrie has 30 steals combined. The Warriors only has 39 as a team. Damn, that's true, man. Steals isn't the only thing, to dictate defense, but you're right, man. Defensively, the Warriors have fallen off a little bit. But Kyrie's playing really well, and so is LeBron. LeBron is playing on another level. It's ridiculous how great LeBron is playing right now. Let me get a power forward. Jamal. I just thought about this. Who is the backup point guard? That's crazy. I had no backup point guard. They just think I'm gonna run like that. Let me see. Rondo's way better than Rubio. Rondo is one of the best point guards in a generation. I don't know if I can say that. Love for Rudy Gay is Love for Rudy Gay is another one. I don't know, if how much you can trust Rudy Gay on what he does, but love for Rudy Gay is a pretty good That's a pretty good. I will say that's pretty good. Love for Rudy Gay is a pretty good trade. I would think about it. I would really think about it, especially looking at where the team is going to go. I don't like Kenneth Faried. Elite 23, 26. I don't know why I said 26. Elite 23, 26. I don't like Kenneth Faried. I do not like one-dimensional players, especially when the one dimension that you can do is just rebound. He can't protect the rim. He's not that good of a finisher around the rim. He's not that good of a defender neither. I don't like Tristan. I don't like Kenneth Faried. I just don't. The thing about Tristan Thompson is that Tristan Thompson is willing to play defense on the pick and roll, and he actually does a pretty solid job. I think people kill Tristan Thompson defensively on the perimeter too much, but Tristan Thompson, they'll switch out on the pick and roll with Tristan Thompson, and he will make an effort to play defense, and he actually does a pretty good job. I don't like Kenneth Faried. I think he was overhyped when what's that man's name? When George Karl had a hold of that Denver Nuggets team and made them look way better than what they really were. It's ridiculous. Boogie would destroy Love in the locker room, saying he's too soft. You absolutely right. Love for Dang in a pick and Josh McRoberts. No, absolutely not. They're not. The Heat aren't that stupid. The Heat aren't that stupid. And even if they were, I think LeBron would be like, nah, chill. I'm not gonna allow y'all to make that type of mistake, man. I'm not gonna allow y'all to make that type of mistake. Let's see where we at. Trade Plumlee for a power forward. Let me see. See, I think I'm to the point where I'm thinking about just I'm gonna keep DeAndre Jordan. Let me see. I can't believe they're not giving Tyler Eunice no minutes. That's crazy. Let me see something. I guess he's gonna have to play less minutes. DeAndre don't need to be playing any minutes anyway. Alright, we'll give the rest of the minutes to Tyler Eunice. We'll run like that. And then hold on, wait. Gotta go to the Jimmy Butler. Yeah, neutral. No, we shoot at will. Yeah, let me perimeter shots. DeAndre protecting the paint, and we're gonna sim through the first of the year. Wallace simming. Nigga, Rudy Gay gets hurt the first. Jesus Christ. Well, we leave it as it is. Decline now. Okay, let me go back to it. Cousins doesn't have a good power forward, and LeBron James can play power forward, so he can't stand the post. I think it's not a bad trade on paper. I think it makes sense. I'll leave it as is. Damn, he broke his nose. That CPU fixed that. That CPU fixed. All right. Yeah, I think I think it works on paper. I just don't know how the Kevin Love, DeMarcus Cousins dynamic that works out that much. I don't know how that works. And defensively, let's just be honest. Defensively, damn, this nigga Tyler Eunice broke his legs, his ankles at least. Let's be honest. DeMarcus Cousins and Kevin Love defensively are liabilities, especially Kevin Love. But DeMarcus Cousins, sometimes he just doesn't care about defense. I think people misunderstand Cousins. His ability goes unappreciated too. It does. A lot of people, I don't think they underestimate. I just think people overlook his abilities because of his antics on the court. I think that's what it is. Love for Gallinari. I like Gallinari. Oh, are you saying love for Gallinari? Yeah, I said that. I said love for Gallinari would make sense. Yeah, I said that. I think that makes sense. Who is the most underrated point guard, shooting guard? The most, a matter of fact, as soon as we get done with this, I'll have CPU fix that shit. Because we're almost done with this. And I'm gonna go through my overrated, underrated list. I'm trying to think, and I can't think of some on the top of my head right now. Matter of fact, I can just stop this. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Go to rosters real quick. Most underrated point guard might be Mike Conley. Oh no, I take that back. Most underrated point guard, Reggie Jackson. Where he at? Reggie Jackson. Most underrated point guard, easily. Most underrated shooting guard. Ooh, this is a good one. Most overrated point guard is Russell Westbrook. I'll say that. Most underrated point guard is Reggie Jackson. Most overrated point guard is Russell Westbrook. Most overrated shooting guard is James Harden. Most underrated shooting guard is maybe Chris Middleton. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'll say that. Most underrated shooting guard is probably Chris Middleton. I'll give you that. I'm pretty sure I'm missing people though. Most overrated and underrated small forward. Most underrated small forward. Victor Oladipo is underrated as well. Victor Oladipo is highly underrated. Most overrated small forward. It might be Carmelo still, which is sad that I have to say that. Most overrated small forward might be Carmelo. Most underrated small forward might be. Well, I gotta think about this one. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to the small forward. Most underrated small forward. Most overrated power forward is. I'll say this: the most underrated center in the league is Karl Anthony Towns. I think Karl Anthony Towns is actually like a top 3, top 4, top 3, top 4 center in this league, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. So the most underrated center is Karl Anthony Towns. The most overrated center is Marc Gasol. Jonas is very underrated as well. Most overrated, underrated power forwards. Man, this is tough. I don't know. This is a good question. I feel like I've set this list already. I don't know why I'm pulling a blank on this list because I know I've done this list before. I guess it might be Blake Griffin might be the most overrated power forward in the league right now. Most underrated. Paul Millsap is by far the most underrated power forward in the league, actually. Luol Deng is underrated as well. Ken Bazemore is underrated as well. And small forward, if Ken Bazemore, he's not a small forward. He might be a small forward, I don't know. If Ken Bazemore is a small forward, he's underrated. He's the most underrated small forward. And the most overrated small forward, I think I said, was Carmelo. The most overrated shooting guard was James Harden. The most underrated shooting guard, I think I said Victor Oladipo. I think I said a few people though, so they're out there. Let me go back up because I missed some people. A lot of people already upset at me that I said Russell Westbrook is underrated. I mean overrated, but he is. Russell Westbrook is overrated. I have my opinions, people. What do you think of Fareed? I already answered the Fareed question. Oh, I think I passed it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I went way too high. I like Gallinari. He can play both power forward and center. Yeah, here we go, right? Yeah. I don't know if Gallinari's a two-way player. Yeah, Gallinari defensively isn't that good. No, he's not that good on the defensive end. Lance to the Kings. You know, I like Lance, but there's too much stuff going on. You can't have DeMarcus Cousins and you can't have Rondo and Lance Stevenson on the same team. Ben McLemore is not overhyped. It's bad management. That's exactly what it is. Ben McLemore is a solid player. It's bad management. Russell Westbrook is overrated. Krispy Kreme. I don't know why you acting all out of whack because you know I was going to say that. That's going to be him paid all season. Yeah, Kent Bazemore is going to get paid. Nick Batum is also very underrated. I don't think J.R. Smith is overrated. I think people know who J.R. Smith is. Marcus Smart ceiling. I think him being on the Celtics is actually pretty bad for Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, unfortunately, the situation he's in, Isaiah Thomas is going to get minutes and he's not. So, you know, that's how that's going to go. But, you know, it is what it is. But because he can't shoot, offensively, he's extremely limited to what he can do. He's really just a defensive player. You know, in today's NBA, being a one-trick pony doesn't get you really nowhere near as much as it used to. So because of that, you know, you can't. Whiteside to Portland sounds like the move. Portland needs a big man. It's obvious they need a big man, and if they can get a player who can play defense, a 3-and-D guy at the small forward position, that would mean the world to them. But those players who are small forwards and that can play power forward and that can shoot the three and play defense, those guys are so far in between in today's NBA, but they're so high value that unfortunately I don't think they're going to be able to get them. But I think because they have some solid big men there, I think Plumlee is fine. Matter of fact, we can look at the roster while I speak on it. I think Plumlee is a fine big man. I think he's good. Aminu, he's not that good of a three-point shooter. He can't stretch the floor the way he's supposed to. Ed Davis is fine as well. Yeah, they had Plumlee as well. This is a new year, so it's kind of hard to go off of this. But the thing I will say is, I think the lack of talent on the team will make both Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum better players. I think they will strive for more. I think they will work harder. I think they will become better defenders because they will be relied upon to play defense more. I think when you put, you know, so many pieces around players, they tend not to develop as much as they should because they don't have to. Like Curry doesn't have to play defense, on-ball defense, because Klay Thompson will. And so if they don't, you know, because of the lack of talent that may be out in the free agency pool, then, you know, they will become better players. Who are the top 5 floor generals in today's? Avery Bradley is the most underrated shooting guard. Avery Bradley is the most underrated shooting guard. I agree with you. Man, my computer froze again. Who are the top 5? What is it? What do you call them? Floor generals. That's what you said. Top five floor generals. Of course, Chris Paul. Of course. LeBron James, of course. Chris Paul. I mean, I was gonna say Chris Paul twice. Jesus Christ. Steph Curry, of course. And then from there it gets kind of shaky. I think those 3 players, when it comes to floor generals, they're always looking for their teammates. They're always looking for, the fine guys. I think Harden, he's a stat sheet stuffer. I think Rondo is also a floor general. Rondo's a good floor general. I need one more. I need one more point guard. I guess Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, that is his main talent. That is his main focus is getting is getting assists. I think that's what he always does. What is the next 6 years for Towns and Wiggins? That is a duo that will be very, very formidable in today's NBA. Like I said before, Towns is a top 3, top 5 center in today's game right now, and he hasn't even peaked yet. Just think about that. That man hasn't even peaked yet. He hasn't even came close to where his actual potential is, and he's already better than 95% of the centers in today's NBA. And I'll even say this: I think Towns is a top 20 player right now in the league. If you look at what he did in his rookie year, there are players who have been in this league for many years who haven't had the same success he had in his rookie year. And you put that in, excuse my computer, if you put that in with Andrew Wiggins, that dynamic duo is something serious. So in the next 6 years, if the management does correct by them, because let's remind people, the Timberwolves. Oh man, the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves haven't made the playoffs. And how long have they made the playoffs? I'm trying to figure out when the last time they made the playoffs. I don't think they haven't made the playoffs since they had Kevin Garnett, and I'm pretty sure that is true, because I know the Timberwolves and the Kings are the only 2 teams that haven't made the playoffs in the last 10 years. So you always have to keep that in mind. That these are teams that aren't good at playing the management role, playing their position, and bringing talent to the team. But you have to look at what they're saying. I mean, what they're bringing to the team to to really contribute to them winning. But if they make the trade for the top 5 pick, give away Gorgie Dang and Shabazz Muhammad for Jimmy Butler, they will make the playoffs next year. And they will be a serious force in the NBA next year. Not 2 or 3 years down the road, not 6 years, next year. Who are the top 5? I said this already. Who are the top 5? Who are the top 5 point guards, shooting guards, power forwards, centers in the league right now? I feel like I've answered this question before. I'll answer it real quick though. No particular order. Point guard: Russell Westbrook, Curry, Chris Paul. I'm already stuck already. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Curry, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard for sure is in the top 5. And I know I'm missing somebody, so I'm gonna leave it at 4. I'm gonna let y'all tell me about the other 5. Top 5 shooting guard: James Harden, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan. No order, and Dwayne Wade. Small forward, this should be easy: LeBron James, Paul George, Kevin Durant. It's not easy because I'm already blanking on names. Man, I don't know why I got 2K up. I don't understand what's wrong with me. Small forwards. Like I said, LeBron James, KD, Paul George. Who else? Who else is a small forward in today's NBA? Gordon Hayward might actually be a top 5. You notice how I passed right by Carmelo Anthony because I don't think he's top 5. He might be though. Now I'm looking at it. The crazy thing about as a matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm acting. I made a list of this already. I made a list. So let me just pull this list up real quick. So when y'all ask me these questions, I can have the answer for you all. Cause I sit around and think about NBA all day. So I have these lists already ready for you all. Restore. Oh no. Let me see something. Hopefully I saved this though. Oh, chill, Nick Smith. Y'all see you, Nick Smith. Shout out to Nick Smith in the chat, yo. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to him, which I'm pretty sure y'all are, but if y'all aren't subscribed to Nick Smith, go look at Nick Smith. He loves the Miami Heat. His team is out of the playoffs though, so no one doesn't care about Nick Smith. Get out of here, Nick Smith. Nah, I'm just playing. Yo, shout out to Nick Smith, man. I'm trying to pull up this list, man. Jesus Christ. All right, here's a list. 2 weeks. And just see top 5. Here we go. Top five. I'm gonna spew out this list real quick. Kawhi is top 5 as well. I'm gonna spew out this list, and actually, because I have it in the list, what? I couldn't find it. What the fuck? Open. Top 5. That's crazy. It said it's deleted. Kawhi was top 5, I know for sure as well. Hold on, this is crazy. I know I didn't delete this shit. I hope I didn't delete it. But even if I did or if I didn't, I said this list already. If you all watch the podcast, some people may not even know what the podcast is. I'm part of a podcast that happens every Tuesday on Call Me Agent Zero's channel. If you don't know what it is, find out from somebody. But just type in Call Me Agent Zero, or matter of fact, just type in what do we call it? AO Podcast. You'll see it. I guess I did delete that. That's crazy. I don't know why I deleted that. I'm stupid, yo. I'm bugging. But yeah, Kawhi's in the top 5 as well. I'm looking at Kawhi and I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Kawhi's top 5. So there we go. I said 5 already. Power forwards. Anthony Davis, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Gasol, Blake Griffin. Who else? Blake Griffin. It's unfortunate Kevin Love isn't in that conversation. I don't know if I said Anthony Davis. Yeah, the AO podcast. There you go. Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap is top 5, and Chris Bosh. I'll take that 5 right there. In centers, Karl-Anthony Towns, off rip, Hassan Whiteside, DeMarcus Cousins. Who else? Andre Drummond and DeAndre Jordan. That's 5. There you go, right there. That's 5. That's 5 on each one. I can't believe I deleted that list. That's crazy. That list was golden. I am bugging right now. I deleted that thing off the face of the world. That's crazy. All right, let me get back into this. I know I missed a lot of questions after my fucking computer crashed on me. What about Giannis? Giannis could take, because I think I put Gordon Hayward in there. Giannis could take Gordon Hayward's spot for sure. Man, look at Nick. Look at Nick in the chat. Crazy. Is Joe Johnson still one of the clutchest players in the NBA? Yes. I don't know who said hell no. Yes, he is. He's one of the clutches. He's not the clutchest, but he's one of the clutches for sure. Just who thinks Jared Dudley will be a steal in the offseason? He will be a steal because, like I said before, he's a 3-and-D guy, as Tyrus said, and he is a veteran. So he knows his role. He's not trying to show anybody. And on top of all of that, he's consistent. He's very consistent. He's a very, very consistent player. When you have those pieces together, it builds for a very, very good player to sign in the offseason. He's probably going to sign for really cheap on top of all of that. So, shout out to Jared Dudley. You know what I'm saying? Robin Lopez is underrated. What the fuck? You might have said that. You might have been able to get away with saying that last year. But yeah, you bugging. Yeah, his contract isn't underrated. His contract, he has a contract of a guy that is well aware of what he can do and what he can't do. But you know what's crazy? I take that back. His contract is actually solid. He has a solid contract. Yes, he has a solid contract. When the CBA goes up and everybody gets paid out the fucking ass, Harrison Barnes is playing bad, but players like Harrison Barnes will be getting crazy money. Where is Durant going? Durant is going to stay with the OKC Thunder. That is my prediction. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. No, Nick, he's not going to Miami. He's not going to Miami, Nick. Stop it, Nick. He's not going to Miami. He's staying in OKC. But I will say this about Miami. Miami has this habit of signing really, really good players in the offseason. I don't know what it is, but they have this habit of making steals, crazy steals in the offseason. And so it won't be Durant, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to convince Hassan Whiteside to take a pay cut, because that's where he quote unquote belongs. That's the team that really and truly stuck with him, who really gave him an actual chance in the NBA. I would not be surprised if that happened. So shout out to Pat Riley, man, and everybody over there, man. We winning. This team I constructed, which is a very unlikely team to win, is actually starting to win games, which is crazy. Matter of fact, before we even go there, Jimmy Butler is looking like a savage right now, 90 overall. DeAndre Jordan looks like a savage, legitimate. He looks like a monkey in that picture. That is ridiculous. Rudy Gay. Let me see what these people, what they putting up though. I need to see the numbers. That's what I need to see. 20. That's what I'm talking about. Jimmy Butler. The 3 turnovers is a lot. Jeremy Lin with 3 turnovers. He a point guard. 42%. What do you shoot from 3? 35. That's what I'm talking about. Jimmy Butler. That's what I'm talking about. Hawks fans saying they getting Nerlens Noel and KD and finally beating LeBron. I mean, they're getting Nerlens Noel, but they're not getting KD. I think they'll get Noel, but not KD. Pat Riley is a GOAT. Pat Riley's a GOAT. Shout out to Drake for having views go double platinum. You right. Shout out to Drake getting that money. And nigga finessing the whole light skin community. Exactly. He did. Shout out to Drake going double platinum. I think that's the only person in a while to go double platinum. I know for a fact he's the only person this year that's gone double platinum. But yeah. Yo, Pat Riley's GOAT though. That man, he's GOAT, man. You can't deny how good Pat Riley is. Shout out to Rudy Gay for balling on this team. That's what I'm talking about, Rudy Gay. Just look at the field goal percentage by Rudy Gay. Mirotic still, he's shooting 40% from 3. That's what I'm talking about, Mirotic. The thing about he having 13 rebounds. That's what I'm talking about, DJ. I like the team I've put together. I like it a lot. I like this team, man. I see you, Tyler Ulis. The thing is, though, they giving Tyler Ulis no minutes. That's crazy. Let me see. Nigga don't need to be playing that many minutes. Don't need to risk nobody playing that many minutes. Everybody playing good though, so I don't want to mess up nothing too much. Alright. Make it to the All-Star break. Let's see if we can make the All-Star team. Yep. Let me see. I think I missed some stuff. Now, can you accept my friend request? Sixers gonna win title next year with small ball lineup. Ben Simmons, Oh, you bugging. As soon as you said Kevin Durant, I'm done with that conversation. How is that a small ball lineup with Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, Nerlens Noel, Jahlil Okafor? You bugging. That's the tallest lineup. Yeah, you crazy. You crazy, yo. Yeah, but the Sixers exploring trades for Okafor. They're gonna trade Nerlens Noel. They're not trading Okafor. That'll be silly. They said they would rather keep Noel than Okafor. I don't know where you saw that, unless you have a link to some form of a article. No, I don't think they're doing that. And they just lost all these games, man. I turned my back for 1 second. Win, yo. Jesus Christ. They losing. Okay, there we go. Win a game. Jesus. Did any of my players make the simulate through date? Simulate through all that? Nope. Simulate. Did we make? Oh, I can see if we made the All-Star awards, All-Star participants. Jimmy Butler, you made it, yo. Jimmy Butler made it. That's what I'm talking about, Jimmy. Simulate some cast real quick. I might have to jump in real quick, hop in at the end. Sup, man? Put a good point guard, John Wall. I don't know what you saying. You want me to get a good point guard like John Wall? Give me a second. Let me see. Because we might have to, upgrade at our point guard position anyway. Oh, this game's a blowout. Fuck. Oh, wait. No, that's a blowout. Chef Curry. 24 points. Let me see. Let's try to get John Wall real quick. Sixers making moves during the drafts. One of the big men's going up. Plus, they added Simmons or Ingram. They looking all right. They're looking all right, man. They are. It's still going to take them a while, though, because it's going to take a long time for those. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Let me get off. I got to get something to eat. I just looked. It's almost 10 o'clock. Everything's about to close. Yeah, I'm going to try to get John Wall real quick. I'm going to try to see if I can get John Wall. Let me do that real quick before I get off. But, pause. But yeah, the Sixers are going to be all right. They're looking like they're a solid team. Player finder. No. Trade finder. I don't think they're going to give up anything for... Yeah, no, they're not going to move nothing for John Wall. Yeah, they're not going to move John Wall. They don't even, what you call it. Yeah, I'll park. Let me get something to eat first, because I haven't eaten nothing basically all day. Because I got off work and came straight home and started streaming with y'all. But yeah, Sixers making major moves, man. They making major moves, but it's going to take them a while to actually piece anything together. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man, who've been keeping up with me. I think it's been a consistent 9 to 13 people always in here. Shout out to y'all, man. If y'all actually do want to see me do this more, because I don't mind, talking to y'all and stuff like that. And the time just flew by. I've already been in here for 2 hours. If y'all want me to do this more often, just you can subscribe, of course. But follow me on Twitter, if anything else. Follow me on Twitter. And just tell me, yo, I want to see another I want to see another live stream, and I don't mind live streaming and shit like that. Where we're at in the actual, because I know we talking in the chat the whole entire time, but this is the second year in the Bulls run right here. I've already traded away, for those people who don't know, I traded away Pau Gasol, Taj Gibson. I traded Nerlens Noel too, and I traded Joakim Noah, and I traded away Pau Gasol as well. Look at the player stats. Jimmy Butler is a 20-point player, 22-point player, getting you 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block. Just disgusting numbers. 42% from the field, 34% from 3. That's a really good improvement. We picked up Rudy Gay to put next to Jimmy Butler. We got Jeremy Lin in the backcourt as well with Jimmy Butler. But I want to see what Tyler Ulis can give me. So, Jeremy Lin he's just temporary at this point. Nikola Mirotic playing that stretch 4. We picked up DeAndre Jordan, which was a huge pickup for us. Bobby Portis is also OD. Mason Plumlee is a really great backup big, and everybody else is basically everybody who's been on the team. Doug McDermott is still here as well. We got Thon Maker, shout out to Thon Maker and shit like that. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, like I said, if y'all want to see more, subscribe. But more or less, follow me on Twitter at Legend of Winning. Follow me on Twitter. And I'll put up a poll every now and then, see if y'all want to see me stream. Sometimes I'll just stream because sometimes I do play the game for 2 hours at a time. So because if it is what it is, so I'll do that. Keep it up, Nick. Not sure at the top of my head. If OKC keeps Durant, who else will they target in the offseason, in the free agency? I think they just need more consistent shooters around them. Andre Roberson wasn't, he really wasn't the move at all. He wasn't trying to do anything. He wasn't trying to shoot threes. He was trying to defend, but when it came to shooting threes, he just wasn't there. Jared Dudley will be a pretty solid pickup for them. They just need consistent shooters around KD and Russell Westbrook, so they can make the shots when it's needed. Jared Dudley would be a really good pickup for them, actually. Consistency, play defense, play small ball. He's willing to go out there and fight for a team and really give it his all. But yeah, and whoever the Sixers trade, they need to trade for a point guard or some form of a guard anyway. So that is what it is. Live stream every Saturday. I don't know if I can live stream every Saturday because my job, the hours that I get is inconsistent. The only time I know I'm going to be off is Tuesday, but I'll try to at least live stream at least once a week, and I'll give y'all more than enough time to be aware of what I'm doing. The next time I will live stream it will probably be next week. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually live stream during the draft. But then again, I know we're going to live stream during the draft with the rest of the AO podcast crew. So I don't know. I probably will live stream next week, but I'm not 100% sure. Or I may live stream like 2 days from now. I don't really know. It's no real schedule to this because my job, I don't have an actual schedule. So it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to everybody. I will see y'all either probably on the podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, like I said before, and I'll see y'all later, man.